Hello everyone, I'm ExtraCheesy87 and this is Let's Play Through Daybreak II Part 90. In the previous video we talked to people around Oldtown. That's basically it. We did go to the garden, we did do the newest level of the garden real quick. And now we want to do our side quests. But we're gonna let the goddess decide if we get to do our side quests or not in this video. Do we think the real side quest is in Tyrell, or do we think it's in Riverside? I feel like it's been a long time since we had a side quest in Tyrell.
Off we go.
So let's do the game. Oh my god, there's too many people here. Look at all them dots, man. Okay, so this dude is your brother. Okay. I figured your brother was one of the, like, b-ball people, maybe, or something. Or, like, I presumed I was supposed to know who your brother was, but I didn't. Honestly, Carter, I come to see you after I finish up my shift, and then you are gloating away. Nothing wrong with celebrating a victory, but there's no reason to trash talk the other side. I have to admit, though, I'm impressed at how good you got in basketball. Drop it already, would you? I wasn't even rubbing it in that hard. Maybe if they didn't suck ass, I wouldn't beat the ass. You know what I'm saying? Man, I can't believe you got the jump on me. And I'm on my way back for my match against the Tyrell crew, too. Still too cool to listen to your sister, huh? Forget it, then. It's not what I came to talk about. Are you busy on the 12th next month? There's something I want to take you to. Sorry, Lucia, I'm already booked for that day. There's no way you know that off the top of your head. He's counting on me, you know? I can't just bail on him. That's too bad. I was really hoping I could stir up some motivation in you. Maybe I should just go by myself. That way I can at least tell him about it. I forget, what were you wanting to take him to? You wanted to do something? Oh, the school festival. I think that was it. I get Lucia and my dad are trying to look out for me. But I've already thought things through. They keep butting in to throw me on my game. I really thought this could be a good opportunity for Kirk, but oh well. Still, he's definitely mellowed out, and it's not like it's the last chance he'll ever get. Maybe I should just take a step back and let him grow up at his own pace?
Please step on up.
You turned down a promotion. Why would you do such a thing? Well, it was a pretty high-paced job. They were offering to have you establishing trade routes halfway across the continent. I figured maybe my leaving wouldn't be so harsh on you two if I could take you back to our homeland. But then you mentioned how you'd gotten used to life in the Republic, so I thought it might be nice to spend some time with my family instead. You did that for us? But doesn't that mean you'll be at a standstill in your company? You know, look at my... I got nice clothes on. I'll probably make enough money. I'm sure there will be plenty more opportunities in the future. Don't worry. But when it comes to time for family, I'll never let the chance pass me by again. Would you be willing to stay in the Republic with me? Of course, my love. Was there ever any doubt? And then Lola's like, I want to go home. I don't want to stay here. Actually, I know I said it doesn't suck, but it sucks. Also, Van, buddy. You could come in, Van. You don't have to stay outside. I mean, they even let animals in here, so... He's just like, that could be me in there talking to those NPCs. Now the Republic will be even more fun. Who'd have thought they'd be so happy about me turning down a promotion? Glad I did, though. The two of them have really gotten used to life here, then maybe our good old days as a family aren't far behind. It's like when he thinks you're not looking, that's when he's gonna he's gonna fucking teleport in like a damn ghost. That's when he starts running into the wall when he knows you're not looking and you can't judge him. We're all gonna live together from now on, just like we did in Elson. Oh, you know, my daddy can take me to go see all the cool places there are in Calvard. I'm worried that I wouldn't be able to acclimate to the Republic back when we first moved. But eventually I managed to settle in, better yet my husband will finally be living under the same roof with us again. I absolutely have Arusha to thank for keeping our family together. April is almost upon us. The season of chance encounters and tearful goodbyes. Is it? Because it's the last day of April and I feel like I didn't have any of that shit. Some students graduate while others are freshly enrolled. Okay, so you mean like in that sense. Either way, it tugs at the heartstrings. This time of the year always reminds me of the value there is in interacting with those who visit my cafe. How much comfort have I been able to provide to those setting off on a new journey? How much I'll be able to provide to those who are about to start one? My thoughts inevitably turn to such questions. When you're in a cafe as long as I have, you can't help but develop a parental affection for the students and other regulars who stop by. I look after them and support them in the best way I can by pouring my heart into granting them a moment of repose. I'm sure each of my predecessors cared for the customers of their days and age in much the same way.
Welcome! Thank you for coming. Please stop by again.
Welcome! What are you guys up to? What are you up to first, you shady so-and-so? I can't see what Kageyoshi was meowing about, and what should I find but an arrest in progress? Oh shit, the police do their jobs? What's more, that man they cuffed as a con artist. The police had a wanted list on for ages now. Can't believe they just caught him. How did it even happen? Wait, don't tell me, did you sense this coming all along? Cat cop. He's a cat, and he's a cop. Cat cop. Meow. Meow there, partner. Oh, Kageyoshi, I knew you'd come through. You don't suppose this little guy really does have a sixth sense, do you? Maybe I should start putting him to use then. I mean, there's only so much excitement pouring over pages can bring me. Hey, Agnes. Sorry I couldn't accept your invite. I know this get-together is supposed to be a double as a school festival meeting. I see the boys split off in their own group. Yeah, nothing wrong with spending some quality time with the guys once in a while, right? Plus, I wouldn't want to be getting cooties. I hadn't had my shot here recently. That's what being a teenager is about, after all. What they said. You may be wondering, who the fuck am I? Well, I'm... Eating alone is fine, but having company does make the food taste better. No, seriously, who the fuck are you? Do or speak, Edmund. Pick one. Sorry about that. I'll catch you up on anything we discuss later. You should focus on your part-time job for now. I will, thank you. Shouldn't he be like freaking the fuck out that we got bombed? Dude doesn't stalk us every single minute? Fake fan, man. Fake fan. Who the hell are you? Because, I mean, I remember you two nerds. Well, you two nerds. Part of an event we're holding at the cafeteria. I've racked up a lot of experience doing food crawls, so I guess I'll draw from that for the finishing touches. My main is eating. Gotta say though, Julian here's the man. What do you think you're still stick with me for life? I mean, come on, working with the CID to capture Tyrell in the Z1 Grand Prix? It's straight up wild. Did he do that?
Return of the King. Now playing.
I mean, maybe. I remember he was there. I don't remember him helping out with anything. Even I almost started getting hard eyes over him. Well, that was right of it. All work and no play, as they say. Yeah, this is a good opportunity for us guys to bond more.
And of how a young band of soldiers managed to survive for 100 days.
100 days. Hey, Anyas. Hi, Odette. I see all the girls split off in their own group. Well, duh. Something you just can't talk about when there's boys around. Who the hell are you? Where are these new people coming from? I don't remember you. That one's really in the loop when it comes to this kind of dirt. Dirt on what exactly? There, Sigourney. You'll catch up in no time. Anyway, everyone's finally settled on what direction they're taking for the school festival events. I would hope. You guys have had like 8 months to prepare. I've been hearing about the school festival since like before the Daybreak games even started, I feel like. We were back in like, you know, Cold Steel 3 and they're like, hey, do you know there's going to be a school festival in Calvert in a couple years? I know it can't be easy to balance all this stuff with your part-time job. But the final stretch is coming up and we're going to need all hands on deck to get through it. Right, I won't let you down. There's still a lot left to hash out, but I won't stress as long as you know we're going with this. Final stretch is coming up, so make sure to get some rest in when you can, Agnes. Thanks, Odette. I'll try. Aaron, buddy, you okay? Between my indie movie and helping the student council, I got a ton going on, but the light at the end of the tunnel is finally in sight. So tonight I'm gonna eat, drink, and chat it up, and then catch a late night screening for the cherry on top. I've always got energy to spare. Oh, yeah, I should have started my side quest. I kind of forgot. Or at least checked it out. We'll do that next. Glad to hear I've got the student council permission to go nose around people's business. Don't worry, I promise I'll still make time to ask Arya for advice tonight. Who the hell is Arya? Who are you? I remember you. I was so sure the school festival would be out of my element back when Thelma convinced me to volunteer. Turned out to be a great experience, though. I feel so accomplished already, and the event isn't even here yet. Alright, let's see. Yo, she fucking shaking that thing.
Better get home soon. I've got some delicious ice cream.
Nope.
Now, what's it say?
Dag nabbit. Just nothing but haters as far as the eye can see. Sounds like the political debate paid off in spades. No! There wasn't even a news article about it, man. This is a field you'll always be dying to cover, so his excitement was full to bursting before the event even started. Fuck you! That was nothing compared to afterward. You should have seen how eager she was to start an article. Eat my ass. No, that'll make for a great read. I can hardly wait to see it. God damn it. Come on, think how cool it could have been. We gotta like work security for the political debate. And like the candidates keep getting assassinated. Basically like get rid of Maxim's lame ass chapter. With like, oh no, Maxim keeps blowing up. Who cares? Instead, have it be the political debate keeps getting people blowing up at it. Speaking of Mario, she's out having a meal with an NGO member nearby. The environmental symposium was held at the same time as the debate, so she wanted to ask about it in order to add a variety of perspectives to her article. She's really coming to her own, huh? Dingo would be proud, I bet. And... you got anything new in the damn movies? Have you seen Robin, the Lady Justice? Yeah, I've seen it. It's ass.
Thank you for your
Various delays to construction and such. We'll finally be screening it from day onward.
showing on screen.
The movie itself is a social problem drama centered on the shortcomings and injustices of the legal system. Judith Lannister, fucking cringe, plays the lead role beautifully too. Despite it not fitting her usual style, it really is a breath of fresh air. Speaking of Judith Lannister, most people probably know her best for playing flashier roles that suit her image. But her repertoire goes far beyond that. Take, for instance, the hard-boiled production Robin, the Lady Justice she just started. Yeah, you mentioned that.
For your visit.
Then there's her performance as the melancholy heroine in Rainfall, which had an allure all on its own. Oh, yeah, Rain. I remember because I had beef with that one. Because she was being stupid.
Thank you for your
Anyone who only knows her from Golden Blood should make an effort to see those two movies as well. Nah.
It's showing on screen one.
Rainfall's trash. Don't watch it.
Please silence.
Orion Films tends to put out quality works, such as My Casablanca, which I watched yesterday. Robin the Lady Justice came from the same studio. What I like about both of them is they hold a consistent theme. Movies nowadays like to shoehorn in popular songs or love scenes that are wholly irrelevant to the main storyline. Orion Films, on the other hand, places its focus on actual substance. That new window dressing distract from it. Rin, she chuckles at your cinema views. Oh, how droll.
Thank you for your visit today.
Apparently, the collaborative production between director Gotti of Vegas Films and director Lamb of Kowloon Pictures is going along smoothly. I'm told that much of it was shot in far-off locales. The sheer scope of the project compels me greatly. One can't forget that it also serves as part of a charity campaign for last year's tragedy at Cray Village. Yeah, that's the ticket. Make a movie that's gonna make absolutely $0 fucking dollars, so you don't have to donate anything. That alone should cement its place in cinematic history. I wish you the best of luck at the box office. Oh, it'll make history, alright. Top 10 worst movies ever made. Number 1, well, you already know what it is. So really, everyone else is just fighting for number 2.
Visit today.
Shade didn't scare me a bit, really didn't.
Soon begin.
But as far as horror movies go, I'd rather pick the ones with the shark monsters. I mean, come on, things with actual physical bodies feel way more believable than ghosts, you know? I do like her little friggin' kind of getting down with it too. She's got the feeling dang jerk, man.
We have merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop.
I'm trying to see. Robin. We saw that one in Messeldam, I'm pretty sure.
Your visit.
So that would have been with Judith and Katra.
Welcome.
2 movies? Your mom let you see 2 movies? Can we go to Treon Tower? Just as a reminder. We can. So we actually don't want to like necessarily watch both of our movies here.
Screen 2 will soon begin.
Okay, Robin, Fairy, you were not in the game yet. Anya's, you were also not in the game. While it's empty. Fuck you, man.
Care for some popcorn? Hi there.
Nah, man.
Try something?
I can't. Can I pay you in rocks? Yes, sir.
Come again.
Don't get me wrong. It doesn't matter how good to see your spirits usual crowd coming and going like normal again. But these diehard regulars was talking about, there's no way they wouldn't notice me whenever they visit, right? So why wouldn't more than buy any popcorn from me? I mean, I've been calling out to them every familiar face on sight, and they just keep ignoring me like I don't got the most poppiest corn they ever did them popped. Plus, I invented it, as you've probably heard.
Proceed to the entrance. Welcome.
And actually, so I'm just gonna keep teasing this lady being the worst customer ever. Like walking up, pretending to order, and then be like, nah. Give me Anya's, give me Fairy. A nasty man like Virgil had a father in a position of power. Sort of reminds me of Ronald. Or you. Talking about Ronald Griffith? Yeah, I remember him. He's the student that dropped out of Artemis after causing problems there. I think his father was a senator, but he resigned after bribery allegations came out. Thank God I seemed to run a background check on that spoiled brat of a son around that time. Rin raked Ronald over the coals. She was just like Robin in the movie. She did it all on stage in front of the whole student body. I thought I'd ever have the courage to do something like that. There's a girl who swooped in and saved Rim, and those guys were giving her a hard time. Well, saved is a strong word. Only someone with guts of steel could have done that. I bet you anything you made her happy to have someone in her corner. Being able to step in and take action in a tense situation is one of your many strong points. Thank you, Van. It means a lot to hear you say that. No one has the right to prey on vulnerable people like that. It's the duty of the strong to protect the weak, not oppress them, and it's up to the weak to set their sights on getting stronger. And otherwise we'll shoot you in the street. Kruger style. Unfortunately, there's always going to be people in the world who don't or won't understand that. The onus falls on people like us to compromise with, or if it comes down to it, fight those kinds of people. Yeah, it makes sense. I'm not exactly an expert on law, so I thought I could help people the way Robin does. What I can do is find my own way of fighting back against injustice. But, you know, maybe look before you leap, look before you shoot your friends in the head. You know, I'm just saying. It's alright, Fairy. You're basically completely off the hook. A couple other individuals are definitely firmly on the hook.
Welcome. The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
Okay, I don't remember who we watched Shade with, because I'm pretty sure because I know we did it with Judith, because I remember Judith talking about the movie. And if we did it with Judith, it would had to have been in Messeldam, which means we watched it with Katra. This man's in my party?
Robin, the Lady Justice.
I don't know, man. Also, the subtitle, "The Lady Justice." I don't know about that, man. It just feels like too, I don't know, pandery, like. Because, I mean, I'm just saying, if it was Robin was played by the Wolfman actor, what was it? Wolves Requiem, dude? It wouldn't be called Robin the Manly Justice. So we got a father who covers his son's ass, and a bratty ass kid who abuses his father's position. Apple didn't fall far from the tree, I guess. Man, it can be a real pain in the dick sometimes. Ain't that the truth? And not all kids take after the rotten parts of their parents. Well, I'm not really one to talk on that. You don't say. I told me before he didn't have a dad growing up. Something about his reaction tells me otherwise. Won't press him on it right now, though. I suppose it's true that no matter the field, the earnest types always have the greatest crosses to bear. Really? That's the first thing out of your mouth after watching that? I will say that I have a far better impression of people like that than I do opportunistic fence-sitters. One of my mottos is, justice without force is powerless, but force without justice is violence. Yeah, okay. I guess I can vibe with that. People can talk all they like, but without the power to back it up, nothing will ever come of it. We're probably not take you to a movie again. I just like the part when she said objection, man. You ain't need to get all that serious. Haven't finished their break, van and crew. Yep.
Welcome.
Toe movies. Toe movies.
Thank you for
Okay,
your
I'm pretty sure we've seen it with Catcher, but just in case. Okay, we have. But, well, I'm not going to watch it just with Elaine. Come on. That'd be weird. Robin, a rookie lawyer at the burn. Yeah, I don't know why I'm reading that. The portrayal of a victim suffering from false accusations of people in positions of power was unfortunately very true. Yeah, I know you've said that. Saint it, Catra. The Lady Justice in the title must be referring to the bronze statue in front of the courthouse. I mean, maybe. Yeah, that's what they were going for. They weren't pandering. As I understand it, the scales and the sword she upholds are symbols that represent the concept of justice. Yeah, I think I stand for fair and equal treatment under the law or something. Feels appropriate given Robin's convictions in the film. Now that I think about it, she kind of reminds me of you. This seems familiar. Were you with us in Messeldam? No, because you were with Twin and Nadia. But I feel like we've seen this dialogue before. Yeah, you're both passionate but level-headed, and you always stick to what you know is right. And on the flip side, you're both a little obstinate, kind of prissy, and can't take a joke. Kidding, just pulling your leg. Yeah, maybe not. The first part seemed very similar, but I don't remember the... You're prissy and can't take a joke.
Welcome.
Toe movies. Now, Shade, I think that was also a Messeldam joint, right? Where that would have been with Swin and Nadia. Because it was definitely early game. Well, let's test it. Okay, we've seen it with Catra, which means if we've seen it with Catra, then we had to have seen it with Judith. And we maybe seen it with Rosette, depending on when we watched it. Because Rosette joins us in Messeldown. No, she joins in Longport. Van decided to let everyone loose so he could watch a movie during his work break. Doppelgangers, huh? They used to call them autoscopic hallucinations. And nice to have my own clone, and they could do my work for me while I slack off. Well, maybe if you would learn some techniques, man, you could create a clone. Rosette could create a clone of herself, so maybe if you just hit the books, you slack off all the time already. Besides, you wouldn't want an evil Aaron going around killing everyone like in the movie. Well, who said wouldn't? Maybe he's the evil Aaron. Point taken. This goes to show you can't always trust someone just because they look friendly. I hate to go through suspecting innocent people, though. A flawless replica that goes beyond a mere passing resemblance. I recall hearing that perfect copies of human beings appeared during the incident that took place 2 years ago on Crossbell. Yeah, it's creepy to think about. Guess there is something to the whole idea of truth being stranger than fiction. I think they were called simulacra, supposed to be artificial human beings in every sense. A popular novel from 3 years ago. Hey, she fucking knows Kino, man! Popular novel from about 3 years ago called Heartless Edgar explored a similar concept. Yeah, that's how we knew you were a robot. The story was set during a distant future, so most readers likely thought it was nothing more than science fiction. However, I do not believe you can dismiss it as such after witnessing Mare and other singularities. Also, gestures wildly in her direction. I have to wonder if that kind of advancement will help or hurt human beings. What am I mulling over this philosophical junk? I'm just a simple Spriggan from Oldtown. But alright, Rosette, you slightly, very slightly repaired the point meteor, or the media that came into your point total from the last little section.
Welcome.
You keep referencing the good books. Maybe you can climb yourself back up to where you used to be.
The showing on screen 2 will soon begin.
We said we've seen him with Catra, so
If you have a ticket, please proceed to the
we
entrance.
just did Aaron. Okay, well, we should have seen it with Judith, but just in case. Okay, we have. Fuck me, I guess. Shizuna would be like, if there was an evil ghost, I would just kill it. It wouldn't even be that hard. I don't know why you'd be scared. Some of the most terrifying monsters are humans themselves. There was a superstition about something similar in the place I grew up. They called it sleepwalking. The idea was that your spirit would leave your body and form another version of yourself that was said to be an omen of death. So what do you think? Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, I could see that being a thing in Eastern horror. By the way, I'm not actually the real Shizuna. You know what's scary? I can't tell if you're joking. That canon, Shizuna is a part of Anne's imagination. She's not real. We're gonna eventually meet the real Shizuna. She's gonna be like 35 years old.
They all look pretty.
And it'll solve all of my problems. Just make her older, please. Like, she can be a badass. She can be the strongest one ever, but like at least just make her old. Because setting up various different main characters
I've got some delicious ice cream.
as the most unbelievably chosen ones of all time, and then having them get their ass kicked by an even younger chosen one just feels like super contrived, man. Like, just give her the XP, man. Have her be like, yeah, she's a little bit better than everybody else, but it's also because she's got, you know, 10, 15 years of extra experience. So it's like the main characters, i.e. Reen, still have more potential, but they're just not there yet. Oh, sorry, I think I have the wrong person. No, you're very right, actually. I'm your new manager, and I plan on doing... Ah, that's why she was so happy. I'm your new manager, and I plan on doing everything in my power to whip you into shape. Nice to meet you. That doesn't really make sense, because it seemed like he knew, like he at least... Because he said their manager was hot, or something like that. Which seemed to imply he had at least seen her. You're joking, right? Does that mean you're the daughter of the company president my father's indebted to? What, you only just figured that out? I mean, we even passed each other a few times and you were still in that acting school. You really are thick-headed, huh? You should have said something. Anyway, having you as our manager, I think you're not getting away this time. Both our dads tasked me specifically with finding a cure for your lack of motivation. But he doesn't have a lack of motivation. He went out and tried to better himself. Justice for my boy Peter. Now, not recognizing the person that you talk to like every day when you pass by them, that's kind of fucked up. You definitely lose some points for that shit. You don't need to be so tense. We're gonna make you an A-list celeb in no time. What has my life come to? By the way, none of this needs to change the relationship between you, San, and I. What? You guys just fucking hate me? Yeah, obviously it's not gonna change anything. And if I hear you blabber about this, so help me. Well, I trust you have an understanding, right, Peter? Yeah, I get it. Stop smiling like that already. What up? Finally a breather. Been a long journey to get here, but now... Never seen you get so choked up before, Hermes. Well, if it is an arc riding crew, what can I say? Work's really had me going. Enough about me. I heard your morning was rather explosive, so to speak. Word on the back channels that you locked horns with Marduk and the Kruger. That is correct. My deepest apologies for any distress that was caused. Van and them wouldn't have had to go through all that if I hadn't messed up so bad. Alright, Fairy. Chill. You don't have to apologize all the time. The only person who needs to apologize all the time is Rosette. Can't believe you're being curious, but can you do a favor and drop the subject? Sounds like quite a tale, but fine, I won't pry. So, what's up with you? Taking a break? That's right. I stopped to relax a bit after finishing up a big job. So, can we address the elephant in the room? How's she gonna drink that coffee, man? I'm in the move again before long, though. Still have a few minor deliveries to make. You mean you're busy, even at this late hour? Didn't you, like, only work at night, pretty much? Yeah, it isn't so bad when you love what you do. Todd's not the only one burning the midnight oil here. Couldn't begin to guess what you're after, but don't forget to take a break when you can. Sure thing. Gotta say, I'm curious to know what Hermes would consider a big job. I don't know, something to do with the moon. I'm available for replacement furniture orders. By the way, none of your office is in smithereens. It's kind of rude. If you need something cured, just say the word. I'll even give them a customer loyalty discount. You okay, Baron? Take a sip of the sauce real quick.
A story of blood-stained Earth and of how a young band of soldiers managed to survive for 100 days.
100 days, yes, yes. Turns out the accident at Z1 was a terrorist plot all along. Good thing Aslan made it out alright. It's a wonder no one else is hurt. That's what they say. The Tower Times had a whole piece about it. You pick up on a lot when you're out cycling though, right, Wendell? Oh yeah, we should read that, because what's the official story? Because they're making it sound like Maxim kidnapping Aslan into the woods didn't happen. That it was just that there was the bomb thing from Jacobin, and they didn't crash. Maybe just Maxim worded it weird. Don't suppose you heard any dirt about those terrorists being a cover-up story. Heck, maybe you caught a glimpse of the real culprits out on the road? What do you think I am, a CID spy? Let me guess, those message boards have been filling your head with conspiracy theories, and now you're hoping I'll prove them right. You got me. Don't get me wrong, I genuinely am glad nobody was killed. Otherwise, I'd feel like a total jackass hyping up all these conspiracy theories. But it's not just me either. People are more comfortable using things like gossip fodder when it isn't over somebody else's grave. Well, you know, you wish that was true. To be honest, I haven't been seeing nearly as many freak incidents as usual lately. Not that I mind. Keeping a healthy distance is what makes urban legends and rumors so compelling. I'd rather not run the risk of becoming one of the poor saps who get caught up in them. Okay, we'll take another sip of the sauce though if we're gonna read our thing. Alright, how does one read a book? Wrong button. Follow up on the incident at yesterday's Z1 Grand Prix. Details regarding the incident at yesterday's Z1 Grand Prix finals have begun to emerge. In the wake of the incident, we learned it was not an accident, but rather an act of terrorism. According to authorities, Aslan's car was likely tampered with prior to the race, causing the scene that unfold. After an overnight investigation, they concluded the incident was the work of a radical anti-immigration group called the True Grievance Brigade. Several members of the group have already been taken into custody and confessed to their involvement in the affair. Being the first Central Eastern immigrant favored to win the Grand Prix, Aslan had captured the attention of fans and the media in the lead up to the race. Though the majority of the Z1 fans view Aslan as remarkable achievements in a positive light, his immigrant status has also inspired animosity from nationalist elements in the fan base. According to Z1 officials, threatening letters addressed to Aslan were delivered to race organizers since well before the finals even occurred. During interrogations, the terrorists responsible for the incident admitted that Aslan's ancestry motivated them in part to carry out their heinous crime. Following the accident, Aslan was rushed to the hospital for treatment and a thorough examination. As of last night, physicians concluded he had suffered light bruising and a concussion, but that his life was not at risk. The chances of long-term injuries appear to be slim, as he expected to be discharged within a few days and back on the racetrack for the end of the month. Many fans expressed concern about Aslan's health following the incident. What about him getting fucking kidnapped? Needless to say, the Grand Prix finals were suspended in light of the incident, and for the time being, a champion has not been named. The Z1 Grand Prix Management Committee issued a statement clarifying the follow-up race will be held in the coming days to determine the series winner. However, and given the need for Aslan to recover and repair his damaged car, as well as the need to strengthen the race's terrorism deterrent measures, an exact date for the race is yet to be set in stone. The management committee has stated it hopes to hold the race at some point next month. But like, so in the true timeline that happened, the terrorists actually didn't do shit. You know? So like, I mean, they were gonna do something, but they didn't actually do anything. I mean, like, Jacobin, like, at least we have him, like, planning the bomb. But I'm trying to remember. How did it play out? Well, no, because you do you confront the terrorists first, then Jacobin, then yeah, never mind. I was thinking that the confrontation with the terrorists didn't happen in like the true route, but I think it still did. Because it was you confront them and then they're like, oh, we did it, and then they blow up. Obviously. Yeah. Explosion in the 8th District. Earlier this morning, a small explosion caused a fire in a multi-tenant building in Oldtown. The explosion primarily impacted the 2nd and 3rd floors of the building, and due to the swift containment of the fire, a restaurant occupying the 1st floor and the surrounding buildings were undamaged. It has not been determined whether anyone was present on the 2nd and 3rd floors when the explosion occurred, but as of the time of printing, no casualties have been reported. In regard to the cause of the explosion, authorities stated the incident was likely caused by an aging oil power source overheating and combusting, in conjunction with a rupture in the building's plumbing system. But yeah, I mean, this story does not match up with what was supposed to happen. I don't know. Maybe the conspiracy theories are justified, because they're probably like, yeah, okay, you say it was terrorism, but I saw with my own 2 fucking eyes, I saw Maxim carry that dude off into the damn forest. And he was cackling maniacally, man. I'd tell you what.
Come on, babe. Just give me a shot.
And it was like, that didn't even address the fact that Maxim like crashed into Aslan.
Thanks for stopping by.
Miss Mal, I'm a little out of the loop, but you said a new family started up in Longport, right? If so, then congratulations! Breathing some new life in the organization can only make it better, I'm sure. Actually, we fucking hate that guy. Kunming, save that kind of talk for after business hours. Sorry, bits and pieces I heard this morning just had me curious. That's fine, but if you want to keep this job, you're gonna need to learn some discretion. Still, that you would extend us well wishes over this speaks to a pure and innocent perspective I hadn't thought possible. That's one of your good points. I'm not the least bit upset about it. We'll do all that we can to get back on the ball and keep you kids like you safe. Can't lost you there, but thanks, I think. Only she knew the things we go through. You guys are evil, shut up. We've been taking a wait-and-see approach to things, hence why our recognition of the Lee family followed so closely after the Lus. The important thing is that Lees and the Lus have finally worked out their differences. I hope for a faithful relationship with the both of them. You are the Mafia! You do not have the best interests of the citizenry at heart. Not really know about Haley, but they had a new family, right? Doesn't that make them bigger and better now? Sounds pretty congratulations worthy to me. Damn, they fucking faced him. Good job today, Toa. I had to keep my eyes on the debate for a while, but we had a simulcasted symposium going on. And honestly, I think your speech was met with the most applause I've ever seen. Well, thank you. I only hope we're able to come together on some of the solutions proposed. Oh, you guys made it! I didn't know we were invited. So glad to see you're all safe. I heard there weren't any casualties, but I was still worried, you know? Me too, but Anya's didn't answer my calls. Sorry, I guess we were too busy to notice. Well, as you can see, we're perfectly fine. Still kind of dealing with the aftermath, though. Anyway, weren't you two in the middle of something? That's an awfully obvious subject change. But yeah, I was getting a few interviews with some members of the ICO. And she's doing a wonderful job of it, too. Of course, it doesn't hurt that she's easy to talk to. I'll be sure to have all my students read your articles as soon as they're published. What do you think, Agnes? That sounds like a great idea. You want to tell me about what happened in your office later? I'll end up digging into things in myself anyway, so you may as well save me the time. I'm glad to see all of you safe and sound. I'll get in touch again once the reports in the symposium are ready. Human beings still don't have the slightest idea what we go through. And again, honest people like her are the ones we ought to protect most. You are the Mafia! It'll be a chore, but at the very least I'll pull the right strings to keep her fingers out of the wrong pies. What do you think the Mafia does? What? Like, do you guys realize that, like, your main business is, like, extorting, like, small businesses? Probably? You don't, either A, you don't do shit, or B, you only do bad stuff. And just because you're like, oh, well, we're not as bad as other criminal organizations. Yeah, you're still fucking making the country worse, douchebags. Hey, Chin, congrats on your article. Looks like you finally managed to break into Z1 reporting, huh? Sure took you a while, but it's like it was yesterday you were complaining about being stuck writing listicles. Thanks. Honestly, I'm surprised you even noticed. Also, could have done without the took you a while line. Kinda insulting. Kinda figured just ignore it all, you know? Like you usually do. Well, it's not like I hate you or anything. I just have a lot on my mind lately. It's not like I hate you or anything. Peter, you gotta find better friends, my dude. Enough about that. You managed to capture one of those defining news pieces of the year. No way I wouldn't at least praise you for it. Were you praising him? I don't know how much credit I can take for that. I just happened to snap a picture the second it all went down. That was a car crash, isn't exactly the sort of epic Z1 coverage I was hoping to get. Okay, so they did, but like, what about Max from stealing him? Unlike last year, my brother can actually do the kind of work he likes now, so cheers to that. On a separate note, I wonder how Peter's holding up. He said he was meeting up with his manager tonight. Stumbled upon a freak accident by pure chance. Probably doesn't count for much. Still, maybe I've been gaining some ground as a reporter. Hearing it from my sister just makes it feel like it makes it feel more real, if that makes any sense.
Very well.
Alright, well. I feel like these districts are like jam-packed. I mean, it's 45 minutes and we're not even done yet. Yesterday's autograph signing event was a massive success. Sales practically went through the roof. The new fiscal year starts next month, so I plan to maintain this momentum and keep the store going strong. Might be a good time to scope out potential collaborations and pin down opportune fair dates. I should look into setting up an online mail order service as well. So much to think about, so little time. Still drafting up plans like these is what I love doing the most.
Oh, please take as much time as you need.
Why in the hell would I give Leon a gift?
I hope to see you again.
I mean, I guess, but...
And here I thought you had poor taste.
Why did I get... you already maxed out somehow? I guess you did have the one connection event in the interim. What did I come for again? Latest volume of the Wood novel. Wait, no, that's not it. Boss sent me to pick up some research material. How'd that ever slip my mind? I know my feeling. It's always because of how often I visit the bookstore for fun these days. You know, it's as though my brain blocks out all thoughts of work when I'm here. Maybe I've gone a bit too lax. I can't speak for anyone else, and it's my belief that the performing arts will diversify quite a bit moving forward. Both the models I work with and other forms of entertainment, such as idols, are sure to grow in fame and popularity. The question then is how to find the unpolished gems among the masses. This title requires to view people from a variety of angles, more so than we already do. Hence, it's time I found some new inspiration and broadened my aesthetic perspective. Damn it, if only the police weren't here. Well done, officers. Can't believe you managed to nab the guy without any backup. I mean, the guy completely changed his appearance, too. None of the new details are even out yet. You guys are role models for sure. Anyway, you two go on ahead. We should be okay to deal with the rest, alright? It was sort of an accident, though. Of course, we're always on the lookout, but, no way I can tell him the truth. I mean, who would have thought the suspect would be some guy at the matchmaking party? Oh, don't be so modest, kid. She's always been adept at using her observational skills. Got a pretty good memory, too. Probably recognize the guy from an old wanted poster or something. Don't worry. I won't tell them you were focusing so hard on their faces because you wanted to know who was more handsome. Nancy!
Very well.
The group blind date was supposed to help me mentally reset. But what I got instead was a heroic escapade. Now my brain's stuck in work mode again. I'd be surprised if it drove off all those hot guys too. The way Karen scratched her face up for a pounce on that con artist is priceless. She was like a woman possessed. I haven't seen her like that in a long, long while. Too bad it scared most of the boys at the party out of their wits. I did hear someone whisper about how cool she was, though. Wonder if Karen picked up on that.
A story of blood-stained earth, and of how a young
Well, I guess we're gonna call it here. I was kind of hoping I'd at least get to do, like, you know, close to 2 districts. I don't know, they're just jam-packed,
Then
man.
let's head over.
We will do our quest next time. There's too many people out at night, man. Y'all should be asleep. Y'all should be taking some nappy wappies. And we'll talk to a few people. Didn't expect to find you two over here. Hey, you having some late night cravings too? Bit chilly out tonight, but the food's as delicious as ever. You just missed Kyle and Shannon, by the way. Figure the time might be better spent fishing. Oh, before I forget, I meant to give you a little present the other day. Thanks. Honestly, I thought you two were the food guy. I was really confused for a second. I was thinking you were dude right there and you were lady. Oh, does she have her own stand now? Shannon's gotten much better at fishing recently, don't you think? I have no idea. And their social media accounts seem to be doing pretty good too. It's nice to see the youth in such high spirits. Yeah, we've never really been on a roll lately, but Shannon's still as clueless as ever. I mean, she almost ate our ground bait yesterday. Thought it was some candy. That girl never changes, huh? At least she didn't actually eat it. No, you gotta eat like a fish to catch the fish.
Anything you want?
Deluxe dumplings. I'll take. I can't really afford them, but like.
Hope you get good use out of it.
These kids really do love fishing, huh? Have fun just watching them. You know about that shadow Kyle saw? I think we should ask Grandpa about it. He's gotta know something, right?
I could go for some fishing.
Let's see what I can catch.
I've already caught it all.
My stall has the best dishes around.
No, you're a different guy. You're a fucking popcorn dude, but you're not popcorn dude. You imposter among us. Yeah, I was thinking Primo. I thought you were Gordon from the side. And then Primo had her own competing stand next to you for some reason. Maybe to like see who can sell more better. It's been a while, Shino's bar, but I'm finally back. What's that face though? I was gonna challenge her again, but there's no way I can beat her like this. Damn you, Shino's bar. I'll have my win eventually. Even if I just have to steal your menu like that one place.
It's really nice.
Well, been a new fiscal year soon. Guess I should start consulting with the others. Go ahead and talk to Primo if you're ordering. She should be able to set you up. Well, as long as you're not distracted. She's been working here for a while though, so she probably won't get your order wrong or whatever.
Alrighty.
Yep, Lula dropped by a little while ago. Said she wanted to grab a bite for the performance. Supposed to be pretty big too. Seemed pretty excited for it. Maybe I should check it out later.
Nowhere better in Riverside than here.
Well, it sure has been a while, hasn't it? I didn't think you would invite me out again. I know I'm in the 30s now, but I can't seem to round out all my rough edges. I won't lie, the attitude change definitely caught me by surprise at first, but actually kind of opened my eyes. I don't want you to change or anything, but instead of you protecting me, I'd like it if I could protect you. Or you could, like, protect each other. Or you could not protect each other and support one another. Equally. I'm so glad I didn't back out on today. You know, Sasha's been saying everything was fine, but I never thought it'd be true. He saw my true self, and yet he wants me to depend on him. Oh, I'm so happy. I'd ever back such a sweetheart. Looks like Miss Sonia's on another date today. Seems to be going pretty well, too. Good for her. Anyway, I should apologize for having her date at the food stand. The more formal places make me a little uncomfortable. It's fine. I like that he doesn't feel the need to put on airs. He really is the one for me. Okay. Well, we'll call it here. Next time we will go check out our quest. And if it's a monster, I will scream at a somewhat louder than normal volume. Goodbye.